Welcome back to Plague Tale. So yeah, we got captured. Chapter 6, Damaged Goods.
Well, crossing the roads. Oh, I couldn't read the text.
That's because this game is on the PS5, so the SSD causes the load times to go a lot faster. So
you know what's sad? Honestly, this is probably the most comfortable sleep we've had since
the beginning of the game
has happened.
Well, I mean, we haven't actually slept yet. That's the thing.
Where is my brother?
Shut up. The better you look, the higher the ransom. Might have bruised the goods a bit too much already.
Oh boy, slavery.
Who's paying it?
You'll see soon enough.
Or possibly something even worse, based off of what he said there.
Mangy.
What did you say?
Nothing.
I remember, sure. You have to say it with a French accent.
No. He's yelling in Brit. So.
Hello there.
And then he's like, yeah, and if you cross me again, that's what you'll be worth.
There you go, Shiro. You were correct. We met people of our own age. Why are they helping us, though? That's a mystery.
You know, honestly, given it's the French and British conflict, I wouldn't be surprised if it's as simple as, "Hey, you're French? We hate the British. Let's work together."
Who are you? Melly. The other one's Arthur. This is all your fault. Where is my brother? Hey, keep your voice down. Those dogs took my sling. You don't need it.
Wait, it is her fault? Why?
You'll see. There's hold on.
Come on.
We're thing to say to someone who started to rescue you. What's your name?
Melly is
this person. This is all your fault.
Melly doesn't have the past that. She'll explain later.
Arthur will make him move. What? How? A distraction. He's waiting for us to tell him where and what. So keep your eyes open.
Okay, so we need to look for a distraction. We can press up for Arthur and Melly to help us.
He'll just block us.
Anyway, basically, I'm playing the PS5 version, not the PS4 version on the PS5, the actual PS5 version, and the SSD makes it so that the load times. This game was not originally made with an SSD in mind, so.
I mean, games that have really fast load times but also have hints on the screen lets you have it so you can, when it's fully loaded up, you can just press the X button to start to get on with the levels.
Oh, I get that, Whips. I guess they didn't think of that when making this PS5 port.
You don't understand.
Oops.
If he's afraid.
I'm confident that the sequel will not have this issue, because the sequel is made only for Sex and 5. It's not going to be on PS4 and Xbox One.
Right. It's on PC and Cloud Switch too. Joe's favorite.
Yes.
I mean, let's be honest, Whips, I'm far from the only one who rightfully dislikes the lazy Cloud Switch edition.
I don't think anybody likes it anyway. So.
Okay, I'm not a huge fan of cloud gaming myself, but to just jump the gun and call it lazy, that's a bit.
It is lazy. Like, instead of making a proper port, they just do a much less stable version that relies on a skewed mechanism that, let's be honest, that is the entire reason why Google Stadia is not beloved as well.
It's not exactly lazy to me, it just sounds more incompetent.
It's more so that it's cheap because they didn't want to waste they didn't spend the resources to make, because Dragon Quest 11 got its own Switch port specifically made for the Switch to avoid that a cloud version. Same thing with other games that out there.
That's the lazy part of it. And yes, even with good games, it's lazy to do it cloud style edition.
Yeah, I just don't think lazy's the right word. I mean, it's like with anything.
Cheap then?
I mean,
cheapskates?
Is it really that cheap to constantly have to keep the cloud servers up and running every year?
Well,
that's the thing. The companies don't necessarily have to worry about it. That's the cloud servers. Ergo, they have to spend less money on it. And yes, I do still attribute that to laziness and cheapness in that regard.
I can't say I agree with that one.
These companies are multi-millionaires, and you're telling me they can't make a proper Switch version?
That is exactly why I attribute it to laziness. They have so much money, but they can't be ours.
Hang on, yes, Twibs?
You know, that's the thing, though. The publisher and the developer of this game aren't exactly AAA, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I didn't say this applied to them.
But you said
Yeah.
multi-millionaires.
But
She was
I
talking
didn't
about the big
specifically
companies
state this
in
game.
general, not this game specifically, Dwebs.
Alan.
Guyenne belongs to England again, for sure.
Oh yeah. Take a look out there and you'll see that Guyenne belongs to the fucking rats.
All you need is a
Yeah, fucking...
If only it were that easy.
I saw them. Hundreds of them coming out of the ground like devils.
Yes, you're right. I guess Peter's right. We need to free England from the English.
making this up.
You know,
They're
it's
fighting
funny.
amongst themselves.
It's funny, actually. If I recall history, at some point Britain was quite different before it was taken over by the Anglo-Saxons or something to that regard.
Well, that's the interesting thing. Nowadays, here in the UK, each individual nation has different stages of what we call devolution. Like Wales can make their own laws, and so can the Scots.
Nothing wrong here.
Again, it's to the point where some nations even hate being reminded
sure,
that they're
that-
part of the UK.
That's kind of like how each state has its own laws as well, despite there being some general laws that every state has to obey.
From the time of the war, a legend.
I think ours is more practical, considering we only have 4 to keep track of, as opposed to like 50.
Go ask the sister some questions.
Which one's your favorite?
Oh no, don't
Well,
worry. It was
Ours.
But the basic gist is, I'm willing to give an indie game a pass, but something like Kingdom Hearts.
Oh no, definitely.
No, definitely
Absolutely.
not.
I mean,
Oh, definitely.
I've heard even Jova was expressing questions as to how the hell the Switch could render Kingdom Hearts 3 natively, but he wasn't so forgiving on the HD collection.
No, the HD
And
collection.
honestly, as time has passed, no, even Kingdom Hearts 3 could have worked on the Switch because it looks more stylized. So in a way, the downgrades would not be as apparent on Switch.
Here's an
Sure,
example.
maybe it would have to be kept at 30 frames per second. But
Yeah.
no, that game as well could have worked on Switch.
Yeah, that's what
too.
Ni no Kuni 2 did. Ni no Kuni 2 was originally started development in 2014, so of course they didn't make it with the Switch in mind, but they downgraded the game enough so that it could run on the Switch. Yeah, it runs at 30 FPS, but it's native.
Really, in terms of Dragon Quest that Pedro mentioned earlier, the only real unfortunate side effect of the Switch version is that the future ports of 11 based themselves on the Switch version, which means the graphics aren't quite as crisp as they were in 2018.
On the
That
PC
being
version,
said-
yeah.
That being said, I'd rather have me personally, I'd rather have it based off the Switch version if it means I don't have to listen to mid-90s MIDI.
Anyway,
let's be honest, the Switch version is the definitive version to base.
mean-
well, it's called the definitive edition for a reason.
Hell, you can even play it on the PS4 on the Bone.
Hold
Hang
on,
on,
Pedro,
yes,
go
Pedro?
on.
Anyway, the point is, Arthur and Melly are happy because apparently they want something from Amisha.
Money.
my brother.
There you go. A nice little ransom has been is apparently being by for Hugo apparently, huh?
We're gonna keep her with us, right, guys?
To the Inquisition, I guess.
No, please don't.
Just be
We'll see.
thankful you're still alive. Not everyone makes it around here. Hey,
Just have to think up a plan.
what do you mean, the girl? Come on, spit it out.
The girl's escaped. Her cage is open. Everyone's looking for her.
Why don't you go join the set?
Doors.
They just did actually.
Maybe they are a bit far away.
Might be the
Good, good, good. Come on, now scatter. Suckers.
Indeed. All right. So let's first check something in here before we go to Hugo.
Okay, I'll try. Okay, that's something I've noticed throughout this playthrough. Every time I see something in this game that reminds me of the recent Hitman mods, I keep pointing it out.
Was there like a similarity in development between this and Hitman or something that causes you to make the connection?
Well, I meant gameplay mechanics.
Well,
Yeah,
this
that's
game.
what I meant. Is there something similar in that regard? That
I'm here.
Well, I mean, you know, you can throw things and cause distractions for guards.
Well, that's just
I mean,
basic
admittedly,
stealth
you can
stuff.
do that in a lot of games,
Yeah.
but I guess to Dwyb's credit, he's probably most familiar with Hitman in that regard, I guess.
Alright,
Yeah.
so let's see if we can find the key, which probably... Okay, so Melly's primary skill is that she can pick locks. So,
Of course. Being the thief class and all that.
yeah, basically.
It's all right, Hugo.
Sorry, I was scared.
Calm down, Hugo, calm down. We're gonna get you. Alright. And we found our equipment.
Now, Hugo, I need to get the cage down.
I want a team on the east ramparts.
Alright, so now we need to get the cage down. Alright, Hugo, brace yourself as soon as I put myself in position.
Sure, it's a shame no one thought to keep an eye on Hugo while he was away just in case his escaped sister might have come to rescue her brother. Britain's finest, eh, Dwybs?
Yeah.
And there we go.
Fortunately, they are busy.
Oh, there.
Okay, I gotta say, what kind of chain is able to hold up all the weight of that cage but can get down by a single rock like that?
Maybe these guys followed the logic of Superman 4.
There we are.
Oh, God.
You said they were going to take me away.
Also, to be fair to this and Superman 4, they only said
Hold on.
that
Right?
Of course. And we're going to go with Melly. She's here to help us.
She's the thief.
And she's sorry she turned us in earlier. Aren't you, Melly? Yeah. I'm a bad girl. Happy now? Can we go? Take my hand, Hugo. Let's go.
they only
You
said
sound so sorry when you say that, Melly.
If you really know
they only said that his hair could suspend the weight. They didn't mention anything about it not being able to be cut by things.
True, that is true. I guess maybe it's just...
So let's see. Melly and her brother. One of the siblings is gonna die, aren't they? Wait, come to think of it, where's Lucas?
Well, that's a good point. He must be somewhere around here too.
Unless he's the leader of this group.
I
That
find...
would be... Okay, Dwybs, we're not watching Salt, okay? I don't think we're gonna have those level of plot twists.
Is she a Russian? So basically, Dwybs, maybe the plot twist is that Amisha is a British spy.
Yeah, exactly. And she's only doing this as a ruse, or maybe they're both spies, but she's covering for her brother. So she's the one that's been talking the most.
I swear.
There we go.
Salt is like the antithesis of
I've had enough
pretty
of
much just having way too many plot twists, just
Fucking
trying
morons.
to look cool.
It's a good thing NPCs are stupid, huh?
Well, this is Middle Ages people, so they're very aggressive in their thinking.
Not all of them, per se. Like, okay, I will get this. Yes, the Dark Ages are the Dark Ages, but as some people and historians have pointed out, that sometimes people do try to paint the Dark Ages as maybe just a little too dark. Like, you know, there were a lot of people...
I mean, there was the Black Plague.
Well, yeah, of course, Black Plague Age and all that, but the Dark Ages are kind of even outside the Black Plague and all that.
Now she's out for blood.
Yeah, basically, Amisha is legitimately good. Again, this is what I really like about. Again, the game goes out of its way to portray Amisha as definitely not a perfect character. She can get angry, she can get frustrated, and sometimes she'll even have a moment like this where she literally starts kind of going on a killing rampage, despite not being the most appropriate, because we're solution right now, because we kind of need to escape. That's not. But at the same time, again, it all boils down to the fact that these characters are children still, and they don't really have the maturity to handle these kinds of situations. Because a lesser writer would have just had Amisha act perfectly like a mature adult and always make the right decisions and everything. So
He tried to win the war on your own or some shit.
That line was funny.
yeah, like I said, a lesser writer would have
let's
just
not
said.
forget, she's French. Of course she's gonna hate the British during this time.
It's basically the kind of thing. Hold on, there you go.
I'd
A
like
lot
to
of
think
people
over
hated
this.
the British during this time.
I'd like to-
Rightfully so.
I'd like to think over the styled most differences.
I could make a joke right now, but I won't.
Now, football-wise, on the other hand, yeah, we all still hold grudges.
There we go.
Like I said, football seems to be handled very much like business and private war over in Europe.
At this point,
like,
at this point, football is more of a business than a natural sport. Cutscene.
I can explain.
No, Lord Nicholas.
Going for a stroll.
Oh, speaking of Brits, here's the nastiest of them all in this game, Lord Nicholas.
Pay a ransom for the Daron children, and I have to capture them myself. These Plantagenets are useless.
Alright, Dwarf, calm down, Jesus.
Melly, run!
Thanks, Arthur.
Thanks, Arthur.
Guards ahead.
Alright,
Take them out.
let's run.
They're coming. The Inquisition.
Oh,
The
crap.
horses are dealing with a lot, huh?
Alright, so now...
Yes, they are.
Alright, so this is also kind of counts as an endurance round. You have, while melee helps out by opening any kind of locks we might need, you have to be prepared to take down any guards with headshots if you're sling if need be. So,
Hopefully, just as long as you're good with the ammo.
and yeah, Lord Nicholas is basically pursuing us Wanda in Doctor Strange 2 style, like a horror predator, a horror movie predator.
Yeah, really slow.
It's typical in horror fiction. This for like to add tension, like it's kind of like remember Jason from the Friday the 13th movies always walks slowly with his weapons like.
Maybe that was the logic that the makers of Battlefield Earth followed. Yeah, have the bad guys follow the heroes very slowly, and make it look more menacing.
All right, let's see.
Meanwhile, Nemesis in Resident Evil 3 pretty much just forgoes that
There we
and
go.
literally Zerg rushes you.
Fuck that guy's. There you go, Shira. That's what the red dots are. That guy just saw us. And boom.
Let's go.
Bonk.
I thought he could make it so he arrows himself.
I don't even know how the physics of that would even work.
I got it. Knock the bottom of the arrow. Sorry, knock the bottom of the bow, so it bounces upwards, and the bow goes through up the guy's head.
Uh oh. Okay, and yeah, now you have to protect Melly while she picks that lock.
Leave us alone.
There you go.
I've been playing Persona 5 Strikers. You have to do that with whenever Futama's hacking a gate.
Mhm.
So I'm used to this.
Good thinking, Amicia. Ooh. And good job, Arthur.
Let's go. Let's go.
And Amicia probably smells really bad right now.
No duh.
Shame we can't try and make the rats inadvertently work for us.
And that was
Hey
chapter 6.
Pedro, smell-o-vision would have been quite interesting for this game now, wouldn't it have been?
True. Chapter 7, the path before us.
Curious, has anyone actually ever tried smell-o-vision here?
I've seen adverts for like 1 or 2 4D movies in
Hold on.
cinemas in the past.
Do you know where we're going? Right now, we have to hide. Arthur and I know a place. And Lucas, he's waiting at your chateau. All in good
There you go. Apparently he got saved first.
I hope so.
I like Lucas. He's nice.
Save your breath, Hugo. We're on the right track. Let's keep moving. We're not safe yet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this just doesn't fly. Yeah, you'll be safe. You're safe over there. Come on, follow me.
Tell me, what the hell are you doing with the Inquisition after you?
That's exactly what traitors
What's so
would say.
special about the little guy? It's complicated. And what about your brother? Will he be alright? He'll catch up with us. He really saved our lives. It was incredible. Hey, don't get all lovey-dovey. He'll break your little heart. No.
Hey, I'm in.
Yeah, we're going to use it to cross.
What?
Alright. I love this.
It's a beautiful sunset here.
I love this bay here. In a moment, yeah.
Hey, slow down.
It's closed.
I'll
Oh.
do it.
There's rats in there, aren't there?
No.
It's open.
Do I dare believe him or not?
Oh, a big wheel.
It's for crushing the wheat.
Again, not for nothing, but it is sunset, and it's getting close to darker times. So
Well, that's why we have to hurry to the chateau. We'll be safe there.
will we? Will we really?
Well, okay, Joe. Okay, Mr. Genius. Why don't you give us one of your bright ideas?
Amicia, we'll find
I
a way.
say, find a way to control the rats, and then just kindly tell them to faff off.
Well, wouldn't that be swell? Like, okay, and how do you propose we pull that one off?
First, we're going to need a mountain's worth of cheese or rotten flesh. Then we're going to need a very good trainer.
Mm-hmm. And we will
Then
find
we
said trainer.
profit.
And we will find said trainer.
What if we
Wait.
train them to dive into a pit of fire?
That could possibly work.
Or are you guys trying to solve the rat problem?
Yeah,
Yes.
Jova thinks we should train the rats to help us.
Just call the Pied Piper. He's done it before.
That too, exactly. Whoa.
The problem is, we don't really have a
That caused sparks.
problem is, we don't really have a bag of gold to pay him with.
Yeah, just give it, just offer him exposure. He'll.
Yeah, offer to pay him in something that you actually do have.
Food.
Let's try the lock in the break.
I mean,
You could tell him where the old estate is. He can have their house.
Anyway, the basic point of this, the basic idea of this puzzle is that now that you have two party members aside from yourself, you can ask both Hugo and Melly to do something that might need to be done. I'm not sure.
So basically, we need to stop the mill in place so that we can walk across it.
Basically, yes, Dwibs.
But Shiori, the Pied Piper is a traveling guy. He won't stay in more than one place for too long.
But the wheel has to be
Think of it as a holiday home.
There we are. Let's walk through here, and now we can hold the thing.
I'm coming, Hugo. I'm just trying to find a way to get you across.
Hold on,
Yeah, I'll
Hugo.
leave him without you.
And that's it. There we are. Alright, come here, Hugo.
Amicia, help me get across and I'll give you a hand from the other side.
Alright then. Hold on. In that case, we have to help him
Anytime
across.
now.
Oh, right, I forgot to. Yeah, go press that lever. Go ahead, Hugo.
Wrong lever.
Let's see, why does she even have that lever?
And.
Trick her enemy. That's been my headcanon for years. To trick her enemies.
A lot of good it does, sir, in the long run.
Very good. And we're all on the other side.
And there you
Alright,
go.
that wasn't so bad.
Simple.
See? Simple.
Ah, the wonderful power of teamwork. Hopefully her brother made it out fine.
He will, don't worry. He'll find us in the chateau.
Well, like we'll find him in the chateau, covered in rats. That's my headcanon. Either he's dead, or he's a traitor along with his sister.
Always the pessimist, aren't you, Dibs?
Oh, I mean, we're in an era in which people keep getting backstabbed more often than a Spectre henchman.
True. Alright, let's upgrade our... Alright, first we'll upgrade your attire, I think. The attire
Alright,
makes it so that running and dodging makes less noise, aka makes stealth easier.
Or a guy working in the Terran Empire in Star Trek.
And we'll also upgrade our ammunition bag, which is self-explanatory.
Looks a lot better.
We can now hold up to 20 ammunition of each type. Alright, with that, let's get more materials, and I think we're about done here. I don't think we have anything more to upgrade, and there's nothing more here. I don't think so, at least. Let's just double check real quick. No, there doesn't seem to be any more materials around here, so let's continue. Alright,
We'll go
little help here.
through here. Come on.
There you
Are
go.
you trying to impress me or what? No. All right, come on.
It's pretty here, and it smells like earth.
You are on Earth.
Lucas's? I hope
I
so.
guess it's the first time it's
I love-
like Earth and not rotten smells.
I love the way Hugo pronounces aqueduct at the aqueduct.
Just one night, years ago. Some say there's a curse around these parts.
Amicia?
She's joking, Hugo. Of course I am. Since when do I say anything true?
Amicia.
Hugo,
Oh.
what are you doing? Come here.
Oh, does he sense something?
They get more and more frequent as we go on.
Is it starting again? Your head.
It's like somebody's going inside my legs.
Oh my god, don't tell me the rats are about to burst out of that boy Xenomorph style.
Jesus.
I mean, look, it didn't stop Alien Free from doing Newt dirty like that. Kids aren't safe.
Alright, let's carry him, like last time.
On another note, screw Alien Free for killing Newt.
Yep.
I'm fine. Lucas is trying to slow the effects down.
Like, I know some people may say Resurrection's worse, but no, I'll take Resurrection over Free any day.
I'm scared.
I know I don't say this
Hold on.
often, but poor David Fincher.
We're all scared.
Yeah, I don't entirely blame him for how Alien Free turned out. It was a crap hand he got dealt.
Alright, so it's might as well settle down for the night, since it's still a long way.
Underground.
Yeah, this is Melly and Arthur's hideout.
Staying at night underground. I don't see that possibly leading to any problems with some potential roommates at all.
Well,
I mean, it's well lit, and they've been here for a while.
Roy, the alchemist's house was well lit, and how'd that end for him?
True, but at the same time,
Wasn't that well lit?
true, but at the same time, Joe, it's not like they have much choice. Like they don't really have anywhere else to go.
I'm just saying, I get the feeling that wherever our protagonists go, the rats will follow.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a gigantic epidemic of rats, so.
What do you mean? Who's going to pay us then?
So there you go. They were hoping to get some money from Amicia because, you know, she's rich. Well, she was rich. Unfortunately, yeah, things changed since then.
So is Lucas
Basic,
here?
but,
What's involved?
yeah, that's the thing, Jova. Lucas, we're going to learn this later, but Lucas, in an attempt to try to rescue them, convinced Melly and Arthur that, oh, if you get Amicia and you, she can pay you because, you know, she's rich. Problem is, yeah, Lucas didn't mention the part that, yeah, she lost her entire estate in richness, so...
Again, I'm just wondering what became of Lucas.
Here's the Chateau. He was the one who told Melly and Arthur about us.
Oh, here we go.
Like I said.
So, see anything?
Uh-oh.
No, nothing there.
Hey, men! This way! I need some help!
Okay. Looks like we're taking an early leave.
Where does that go?
Outside. Yes, but where? Just trust me. And your brother. He should have been here by now. Sorry.
Again, I'm just wondering what became of Lucas. Did they free him or did they leave him?
Like I said, Jova, he's at the Chateau, and he's the one who told Melly and Arthur, rescue Amicia and Hugo, and you'll get your reward. Even though, yeah, that's not really true because Amicia doesn't have anything on her. And she can't exactly go back to her estate to get money because that place probably right now is a fucking... yeah. Anyway.
Well, it may not be burned down, but...
Anyway, fortunately, Lucas gave Melly the Vorantes. What is this? It forces enemies to... Hold on. The Vorantes corrodes metal and forces enemies who are hit in the head to remove their helmets. There you go.
Told you I'd catch you.
There we are.
You were saying?
So basically, if you do find a guard that has a helmet, consider using the Vorantes.
No, it's a bit dark in here. We should probably do something about that.
Well, Shiroi, surprisingly, so far it's a quiet night. I guess probably because there's a lot of Inquisition soldiers with torches.
Oh, what? So are the rats afraid of the Inquisition?
No, they're afraid of the torches they're carrying.
Again, they still like to swarm around, even with the torches out.
Maybe
Maybe they also don't like rain.
maybe this place maybe they haven't maybe this place is particularly low on rat population. I don't know.
Oh, how lucky for us.
Well, we can always be unlucky. Come on, go there. Go there.
We
Yeah.
need some quieter moments.
And oh, there you go. Haha.
Look out! There's some. Oh!
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's not like in MGS2, where in MGS2 the guards always have a good radio on them. They can immediately call for help if they see us. But fortunately, this is not the time where they have that kind of shit. All right. So let's use some Deverantes. You know, dude, it's hot. Why don't you take that helmet off?
Be reasonable. Come on.
There we are.
Efficient. I like it. If there are two of them.
I like how the torch was still on even after it fell, but then after spinning around, it just boop, turned out like a light.
Well, in this case, it does make sense. Well, in this case, it makes sense that it happens because it's raining, like Shira said. So.
No, but that's the thing. It doesn't even like pitter out. It just literally just boop turns off like a light. Like I get it, you know. They probably couldn't animate all the steps in it, but it was funny how it just went out like a lamp there.
Maybe the sequel will have that.
You have this thing, so you go first.
We'll see.
Hugo, you keep a lookout.
How will our heroes get out of this one?
Again, they really want Hugo at all costs. What exactly does the Grand Inquisitor want with a little 5-year-old boy, we wonder? I guess we'll have to find out over the course of the other games, so tune in next time for part 7.
See ya.
See ya.